Hello everyone, Elizabeth Stinson, cul-de-sac woman, away from my busy life on our cul-de-sac and back at the farm with Grandma and Grandpa, celebrating our 1-year anniversary and 30th episode of Cooking with the Cul-de-sac Woman. Even more importantly, it's Father's Day. So, this all calls for the recipe of all recipes, fit for those rock star kitchen warriors out there. It's another one of my original oven-to-table complete meals that won't leave you hungry. Are you fit for the challenge? File in. Welcome back to Grandma's Kitchen on the Farm, where today I am preparing oven-to-table Stinson family meatball bake for this afternoon's Father's Day gathering. Now, this recipe really rocks because it's another one of my original oven-to-table complete meals at its finest, and one of my personal favorites. Complete meaning lean protein, whole grain, vegetable, choosing and using cheese wisely, and delicious. This one more than meets those requirements. It's loaded. Nothing but the best for our dads today. Let's get started. As always, I broke it down into manageable steps for us. In my large, shallow 8-quart cooking pot that I would never leave home without, I am adding 2 pats of butter and a generous drizzle of canola oil, about 2 tablespoons. And we are going to start building our flavor right from the start. I'm adding 1 large yellow baseball-sized onion, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, and 3 to 3.5 ounces of fresh shiitake mushroom that I finely chopped in my food processor here. Just a fine chop. And the mushroom also provides some thickening and bulk to our sauce. It's a super ingredient. Now I am removing 1/3 cup of our uncooked onion, garlic, and mushroom mixture and adding it to 1 pound of 94% lean ground turkey. Contains some dark meat. This is for our meatballs. And since we are pressed for time today, I have recruited Bill to cook our remaining mixture over a medium heat while stirring until just softened, while I continue on with our meatball mix. Take it away, Bill.
I've got this.
Next to our meatball mix, here it is, our whole grain. 1/3 cup amaranth, a gluten-free whole grain, a good source of fiber, and like quinoa, is a complete protein. Now for our meatball spice blend that I pre-measured: 1 teaspoon of onion salt, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Then 1 tablespoon of dark brown sugar. Just kind of a small fistful or a very large pinch. Just sprinkle it in. How's it going over there, Bill?
Great.
All right. Continuing on with the meatball mix, 1 tablespoon of sour cream. Get that all in there. One tablespoon of horseradish Dijon mustard. Okay. 1 beaten egg white. Break it up. And some ground black pepper to taste. Then we're going to place it on our mixer. Paddle down and mix very gently on a low speed, scraping the paddle and the bowl once until it's just combined. Here it is, our meatball mix. Came together nicely. I'll cover it, hold it in the fridge while I take over for Bill on the sauce. Let's see, how's it going over here? Pretty good. Our vegetables are just softened. Great. Thanks, Daddy.
Anytime.
Okay, now we're going to add 2 32-ounce cartons of a broth or a stock. Today I am using a turkey cooking stock. Okay, I've switched my spoon out for a whisk now, and next we are going to add some, what's that there sauce? Oh, here it is, Worcestershire. 2 tablespoons. I do measure my Worcestershire sauce. There is an optimal level to use because you can go overboard with it, but used at the right level, it provides a delicious savory zing to your sauce. Now our sauce spice blend that I did pre-measure: 2 teaspoons of onion salt, 2 rounded teaspoons of rubbed Dalmatian sage, sprinkle that in, and some ground black pepper to taste. Now to our sauce, we're going to add 2 12-ounce blocks of frozen cooked winter squash that I pulled from the freezer about an hour ago. You can use them directly from the freezer too, but I don't thaw them completely because they turn into kind of a runny mess. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat up to a medium-high and bring it all up to a quick, gentle boil while the squash melts in and becomes the backbone of this delicious, savory sauce. All right, we are just arriving at that gentle boil, and the sauce has come together nice and smooth. I pulled my meatball mix from the refrigerator, and I have a 1½ tablespoon cookie scoop to form our meatballs. Excellent. Time to form the meatballs. I'm going to reduce my heat to a medium simmer. Then just gently moisten your scoop with some of your sauce to avoid sticking. And then just start scooping your meatball mixture and dropping it in to your simmering sauce. Just work quickly back and forth until they're all in there. They don't have to be perfectly formed. Just drop them in one by one until you're done. Keep your sauce at a medium simmer, and you may need to re-dip your scoop on occasion to reduce any sticking. Just make sure you shake it out well so you don't get a lot of extra liquid into your meatball mix. And on occasion, just give your pan a gentle shake, jostle, to ensure that the meatballs are floating freely in the sauce. Okay, last one. Once the last one's in there, just keep it at a good medium simmer for 10 minutes to ensure that they're cooked through. And again, just give the pan a gentle shake or jostle a few times to ensure that the meatballs are floating freely in the sauce. Be back in 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. Our meatballs are floating freely and we're ready to move on. All right, I divided our meatballs between our 2 entree pans. It made 22 meatballs, so we have 11 meatballs per pan. Once your meatballs are completely cooled off, a good 15 minutes or so, slice each meatball in half. A sawing motion with a serrated knife works best. Now we're going to add 1 12-ounce bag of frozen petite Brussels sprouts to the meatballs in our pan. So you need 2 12-ounce bags, 1 for each pan. And look for petite, select, or baby. You want a high quality Brussels sprout for this. Now we're going to divide 1 full pound of 100% whole wheat fusilli, rotini, or spiral pasta between our 2 entree pans. So about ½ pound per pan. Just eyeball it as best you can. Okay. Then just gently toss the pasta, the meatballs, and the Brussels sprouts together in the pan. back to our sauce. We're going to finish it with a ½ cup of sour cream. It brings it all together. Smooth and delicious. Now, we're going to divide our sauce evenly between the pasta, Brussels sprouts, and meatballs as best we can in our 2 entree pans. Using a ladle so you can keep track, just kind of go back and forth as best you can until you're done. Note also here, the pasta is uncooked. Once you have your sauce divided between your 2 pans, just give each pan a little shake to help further distribute the sauce. A shimmy shake. We could freeze one of these like we normally do, but since we're having a rather large Father's Day family gathering this afternoon, we're going to bake both of them up right now. We're going to bake them up in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven on baking sheets, covered with foil, for 45 minutes. All right, our 45 minutes are up. We're going to give each entree a gentle stir, and then we're going to top each one with a good cup or so of shredded Jarlsberg, one of the 3 true natural cheeses of the world, along with Emmentaler Swiss and Parmigiano Reggiano. Last, for a little color, a light sprinkling of paprika. Then we'll return them both to the oven, uncovered, for an additional 15 minutes until they're hot and bubbling and the cheese is nice and melting. Can't wait. Here they are, introducing oven to table Stinson family meatball bake. Now, we need to dash these up to Great Grandpa's farm for this afternoon's family Father's Day celebration. Let's go.
I've got it.
Thanks, Aunt Christy. Let's roll. Here's where the family part comes in.
What do you want on it?
Let me help you there, Aunt Christy. This is going to fill you up.
Looks scrumptious.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day!
Next month in the Cul-de-sac, everyone. Play us out, Audrey.